Okay guys, so we're going to talk about the engine piece that we have today, and it's programmed on the EcoBike. I know a lot of you think this is not a super nice machine to use, but the good thing about it, from what I have seen, is that machine to machine, they are pretty consistent. You don't really have the same sort of, this is a fast bike, this is a slow bike that you hear people talk about quite a lot with the assault bike. You absolutely can do today's session on an assault bike if that's what you have. But what I would suggest is it's quite difficult sometimes to say, oh, assault bike is this many calories, echo is this many, because in my experience, the assault bike is pretty variable. Sometimes you could get 3, 4, 5 calories more a minute, and sometimes they're pretty similar to the echo bike. So I think what you would have to do is figure out a amount of calories per minute that feels challenging for you if you're using the assault bike. So the session today is the 3 minutes of work, you've got the rest, and then 2 minutes of work, and you're trying to pick a rep scheme from those elite RX and intermediate targets that you think you can hold all the way through. What I would rather you do is hold the same all the way, instead of going way too hard at the start and having this huge drop off towards the end. So be a little bit realistic about those targets. The elite targets is working at a 21 calorie a minute pace for the guys, and I think it was 16 or 17, I can't quite remember, for the girls, which is hard paces. Okay, that is harder than what you would usually do mid-workout on one of these machines. Then obviously there was the RX scale and the intermediate scale. If you need to go a number in between that, then that's absolutely fine. It doesn't have to be those exact numbers. This is just a guideline for if you usually follow one of those scales in our conditioning pieces usually. So be a little bit smart with what target you want to set yourself, and then work really hard to sustain that all the way through the sets.